Hello boys and girls, Busternaut here, and welcome to Thanks and Answers episode 2. So this week I wanted to talk about various different stuff. First of all, a channel update. Yesterday I bought my new microphone, Blue Snowball Ice, because my old microphone was pretty terrible when it came to the audio quality. So this means that I can do now post commentary, which itself means that I can choose half decent games at least, which I'm showing you in Thanks and Answers, and also in my Thanks review, which is pretty nice because when I'm doing a live commentary, it can go either way because one, you can never predict how a game is going to be, and the game can go pretty terrible. And the second thing is that when I'm talking and playing at the same time, I can't concentrate on the gameplay and I play bad. So this is very good news for the channel, and means that from now on I can make videos more frequently because I can record the games without making commentary, and if they are good games, I can make them into video with post commentary, which is pretty nice. And this means that we won't see the fail games anymore, hopefully. And this is the first thing I wanted to talk about this week. The second thing is the new update. The game has been updated yesterday. The 1.2 update came out, and I'll be making a video on the update, like in update review, and it won't be an update review, but more of a tank review of the new tank. It's a Russian tier 3 modern tank, which I played a few times, and I really like the vehicle. So there is that. I'll be making a tank review soon, maybe tomorrow, or it will be this week, these days, it will be soon. So stay tuned for that. And now I want to start answering your questions. So the first question we have is, do you think armor races can become an elite game like World of Tanks? Okay, so this is a big question. Well, the short answer will be yes, and I will tell you why. Now, in my opinion, this game can be much better than World of Tanks. And you might tell to yourself, how? This game is only on Android devices and it's not even on PC yet. And how it will be better than World of Tanks? Well, let me explain you. This game, for now, has so much stuff in it. It lacks some mechanics that World of Tanks has, like the critical hits, for example, like the crew, and the module damage. Like if you hit somebody's track in Armored Aces, it won't break like in World of Tanks. You can't kill his gunner, you can't set him on fire, or you can't blow his ammo rack in Armored Aces. And these are stuff that will be added into the game. The game is very new, it's not a very old game, and it's developing pretty nicely. And when this game develops even further, when those physics and the crew and critical modules are added, this game will be like World of Tanks. And in my opinion, it can become even better than World of Tanks because it's more realistic than World of Tanks. Note that every single vehicle which is in this game existed for now. They will be adding experimental vehicles like the Mouse, the KV-5 and the T-28, which didn't fight at the war and weren't produced so massively, like for example the KV-1, the Tiger, or the Panther, and the T-34 as well. And like this is an advantage because it adds to the realism of the game. And in this game there are upgrades. There aren't new modules, new turrets, and that kind of stuff, new tracks like World of Tanks, new engines. Well, they might add those stuff in the future, I don't know, but in my opinion this adds to the realism. Like there aren't guns, for example, in the game which were not on the vehicle. Like the Tiger 1 hasn't got the long 88mm of the Tiger 2. Like in World of Tanks, the Tiger 1 has the Tiger 2's gun, which is hilarious. World of Tanks is arcade game, it's not a realistic game, and they can do whatever they want, but I don't know, I prefer to play with the vehicles like how they were historically. I don't want my Tiger 1 to be with the Tiger 2's gun, or my Panther to be with Smoltern turret. I didn't pronounce this right, I guess, but I can't do much about this. And if you have played World of Tanks, you will know what I'm talking about. Tanks have turrets and guns and engines which they didn't have historically. And you could argue that World of Tanks is an arcade game and they don't need historical accuracy, and you're right, they don't need historical accuracy, but it's better to have it. Like I don't know, I'm sure that I'm not the only one which prefers to have vehicles which had their own historical gun, for example. And the other thing that this game can become better than World of Tanks, because World of Tanks has two major disappointments in it, and a lot of players will agree with me that those things in World of Tanks are the worst things in the game. Well, can you guess which one is the first? Of course you can. Artillery. If in Armored Aces they never add artillery, this game will be much better than World of Tanks, because artillery in World of Tanks is hilarious. Having a vehicle that can hit you from the other side of the map and can have a bird sight on you and you can't fire back, this is ridiculous. This is not the first thing, that's not historically accurate, and the same thing is just annoying. For example, you're playing in your tier 9 or tier 10 heavy tank, and you're side scraping around the corner. Your game is going pretty nice, you have done tons of damage, no one can penetrate you, and in one moment, bang! Artillery hits you, shaves off 1500 hit points, and kills half of your crew and damages your modules. How are you going to feel about this one? Well, nothing you can do about it. You always must think of artillery, and you always must think of where are you going, and is your spot artillery safe, which is very, very annoying. And when it happens that artillery hits you and one-shots you or shaves off almost all of your hit points, it's pretty annoying. And you could argue that artillery have been nerfed, and it's pretty hard for artillery to hit you with their bad accuracy. Well, you're right, I've tried to play artillery a few times and it's annoying even to play it. Like, this is the worst vehicle ever created. What's the skill in aiming and clicking all the game? There is not a skill in it. But whatever, leave artillery alone. Sorry. And in this game, let's say just if in this game they don't add artillery, they won't make a mistake. This is the biggest mistake of World of Tanks, in my opinion, the artillery. And if they are removed from the game will be much better. And I don't know, they could add artillery. I don't know what's up with this word, but they can make it a little less ridiculous. Like, no, you know what? just don't add artillery. If you're one of the developers and you're watching this, please don't add artillery in this game ever. We hate artillery, and I'm sure that I'm talking like a lot of people will agree with me from the player base. Or if they want to add artillery, they first must ask the players like to vote if we want or not, because I don't know, I think artillery ruins World of Tanks, and it can ruin this game as well if it's added. The second thing which World of Tanks disappoints me at is the RNG, or if you don't know what this means, is the random numbers generator. What this basically does is it decides how much damage you deal with your shot. For example, if your tank deals 350 to 450 damage, the RNG calculates basically how much damage you deal with your shot from 350 to 450. And if you're watching this, I don't know what's up with this chieftain, which you saw what he did. I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, the RNG ruins World of Tanks in my opinion. It must be there. It can't be removed from arcade game, but come on, make it a little less ridiculous. Like the RNG also calculates where your shell is going to go in the aiming circle. If it will go right or low and high, this is the RNG's fault. And in World of Tanks, the RNG is pretty hilarious. Like it's too much. Make it a little less. Look, I don't want to play slot machines. I want to play tanks. God damn it. So these are the two things that if Armored Aces watches and learns from, and doesn't add those things like hilarious RNG and artillery, this game one day will be much better than World of Tanks. So there is that. I answered your question. Now let's move on to the next question. The next question is, let me find it, and there we go. Why did you create a YouTube channel? Okay. Last week's Thanks and Answers, I told you that the communication between viewers and a YouTuber is the most important thing for me now. But in the beginning it wasn't like that. Of course I didn't know that I'll have any comments and I'll answer them. I didn't know how it feels to communicate with your community. Like this was something that I didn't know. The reason why I started the YouTube channel was like pretty funny. I guess every YouTuber started like that, or the most of the YouTubers started like that. So before I start my YouTube channel, I loved watching YouTube videos. Like I watched videos about what I'm interested. I spend it hours and hours a day watching videos, and I do it again, but not that much. I again watch videos about the games which I'm interested, like Dark Souls 2, like Armored Aces, like World of Tanks, and various different games that I'm interested in. And I watch some YouTubers that I have watched. Sorry. I watch some YouTubers that I have watched in the past, and yeah, I still enjoy watching videos. But the reason why I started was like back then, as I mentioned, I watched a lot of videos, and one day I felt like, hey, what will happen if I make a video and upload it? Let's make a few videos and upload it and see if someone is going to watch them. That was the reason why I started YouTube. I didn't, I didn't know that you can make money from YouTube. I didn't know that you can get so many comments, and you could answer them, and you can get so many subscribers. I didn't know that I can achieve those things, but I just wanted to see if people are going to watch my videos. And so I uploaded four videos, and I waited. First day, no views. Second day, no views. Third day, 0 views. And after one week, some of my videos got like 4, 5, or 6 views, and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. My videos have views. And then my first video got liked, and I was like, whoa, somebody's liking my videos, this is hilarious. And I decided to upload more and more and more and more. And at first I wasn't commenting on my videos because, like, I don't know, I was ashamed, and I wasn't confident enough in my English skills because I'm not a native English speaker, and I thought that I won't be able to make commentary because of my English and because of my voice, because last year, if you watch my oldest videos, not in this channel but at my original channel, you'll notice the voice change which I experienced. Like, my voice was very like tiny, like child's voice, and I don't know, I thought I sound bad and I didn't want to comment, and as I told you, I was afraid of my English skills. So I didn't make a commentary on my first few hundred videos, not my few hundred, sorry, but my first 50 or I don't know, 60 videos or 40, not sure, but didn't make commentary. And then I added my first commentary video, and I was like, wow, that's pretty nice. And you know, my first commentary video, I make it like 5 tries before I got it right. So there is that, and from now on I'm making commentaries and all that good stuff. So there you go, this is why I started YouTube. I was interested in if people will ever watch my videos, and yeah, that was interesting to me. Okay, the final question is, do you think that armor races will ever come to the PC? And will they add a platoon system or friendship system to the game? Thanks. Okay, so the platoon system was added yesterday on the 1.2 update, and I'll be covering this tomorrow on my update review and also my tank review. So there's that, you know, half of your question is answered. And do you think armor races will ever come to the PC? Yes, armor races will come to the PC very soon. Like, they added, they told this on the forums, they will make an Android version, like iOS version, and a PC version of the game. So there is that. The game will come to the PC in the future, and I'm pretty excited about it. And this wraps it up for this week's Thanks and Answers. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. This always helps me a lot, and I will see you next time.